Cavs made their choice with the 5th pick last night. Isaac Okoro, 19 years old, averaging almost 13 points a game, 51% of his field goals in his only season at Auburn. He made the All-SEC second team, All-Freshman team, All-Defensive team in 2020. One of his biggest strengths is defense. You don't usually hear that about a fifth man taken. And he only shot 29% on three-pointers last year and only 67% as a free throw shooter. Daryl, I'm concerned when they pick a guy with the first pick who cannot outshoot me at the foul line.
Well, he also, though, might be the only guy on the team that can play defense. So the Cavs will have that going for them because that was a little bit of a problem last year, if I remember correctly. I got to be honest with you. I've kind of lost a little interest in the NBA just because of, some of the player movement. The league is really centering around building these super teams. And even if these draft picks do pan out, right, Colin Sexton, Okoro, a couple of these other young guys that had been brought into this organization, by the time they develop and get good, it'll be time for them to become free agents. And I'm just worried they're going to go off and form a super team somewhere, because that's just what the league has become. And that's what's unfortunate for the Cavaliers and Bickerstaff and Altman as they try and put this thing together. They're still in developmental mode.
Yeah, and in a case where you're trying to build a team on the floor and in the community and all that, and then you have the weekend information that came out, that's something that you just can't have.
Yeah, so that's why I'm a little wary of building these teams through the draft, because that's not a turnkey type of operation where you can win right away. Now, obviously, you're hoping that the culture you build is going to compel these young guys to want to continue to play together. But the reality is they all have social media brands, and they form friends within the league and those type of things. And my thing for the Cavs is, can they win 21 and 21, right? Because that to me is the next step for them organizationally, is to start winning basketball games on a more regular basis. And that's what was disappointing about the shutdown when it occurred. They seem to start getting it together.
You don't really know the direction they're going when you still have Kevin Love around and you have Tristan Thompson and then you have all the kids who virtually
Andre
play the
Drummond they brought in, which was
but they have several guys virtually playing the same position, so that's not good either. And you think
a lot of guards.
Yeah,
this kid can play without the ball. So again, I think it's certainly a fit, and also fills a little bit of a need, because he's a guy that doesn't have to have the basketball in their hands, because let's be honest about it, they got a couple of guys like having that rock in their hand.